Hello, hello, English learners. Welcome to the Easy English podcast from English Life Channel, your cozy place to learn English through real, everyday conversations. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex. Sarah, I need an emergency confidence repair.
How serious is the emergency?
No ambulance. But I answered the wrong question in a meeting yesterday.
A slightly wrong answer or a completely different answer?
Completely different. And I answered with impressive confidence.
That combination sounds dangerous. What did your manager ask?
She asked, "Do you think the client report can be finished by Friday?"
And what did you hear?
I thought she was asking about the presentation, so I said, "Absolutely, I can present it on Monday morning."
Different task, different deadline.
Efficiently wrong in two directions.
What happened in the room?
Silence. Not peaceful silence. The kind of silence that looks directly at you.
Did you stop and correct yourself?
No. My brain said, "Keep talking. Maybe confidence will hide the mistake."
Did it?
It made the mistake more visible. I added 2 more details about Monday.
Alex.
I know. I took the wrong conversational exit and increased my speed.
A mistake is a wrong turn, not a new address. You are allowed to stop and correct the direction.
I remembered that about 20 seconds too late, my manager finally said, "I was asking about the report."
What did you do then?
My face became warm. My voice almost disappeared. But I took one breath and said, "I may have misunderstood the question. Could you ask it again?"
That is our first confidence phrase today.
I may have misunderstood the question. Could you ask it again?
Listeners, say it with Alex.
I may have misunderstood the question. Could you ask it again?
Then, what happened?
She repeated the question. I answered the actual question, and the meeting continued. Nobody removed my speaking privileges.
Your mistake lasted less than a minute.
Inside my mind, it had already become a 6-part documentary.
What was the title?
The Man Who Answered Monday When Everyone Asked About Friday.
Haha, later in this episode, I'm putting you back in that meeting.
A final confidence test?
Exactly. You will have 5 seconds to recover without giving us another speech about Monday.
I accept the challenge.
Today, we are going to practice how to speak with confidence when your English is not perfect, when you misunderstand something, when your mind goes blank, and when a conversation becomes uncomfortable.
So we are not waiting until fear disappears.
No, we are learning what to do while the discomfort is still present.
That sounds more useful.
We will use 5 simple steps. Each one begins with the letter E.
The Confidence Repair Kit.
The first E is enter.
Enter the conversation instead of waiting outside it.
The second is evidence.
Remember the moments when you handled something difficult.
The third is edit.
Choose clearer language and repair mistakes.
The fourth is embody.
Use your breath, posture, pace, and pauses.
And the fifth is exit.
Learn from the moment, then leave the mental replay.
Enter, evidence, edit, embody, exit.
5 steps. No motivational poster required.
Let's begin with enter.
That was not my problem yesterday. I entered the conversation before the question had finished entering my ears.
True. You entered too quickly.
Fast confidence. Weak listening.
My problem often moves in the opposite direction.
You wait too long?
I wait for the perfect sentence. I have an idea, but before I speak, I begin editing everything in my head.
The grammar?
The grammar, the tone, the vocabulary, the order, the length, and whether the idea sounds intelligent enough.
That is a lot of pressure for one sentence.
It is. While I am preparing it, someone else begins speaking.
Then the conversation moves on.
Yes, my perfect sentence never enters the room.
It stays outside fixing its grammar.
Exactly. Perfectly prepared, completely absent.
So I enter before I understand, and you understand but never enter.
Both habits can come from fear. Yours says, answer quickly so nobody notices you are nervous.
Yours says, wait until the sentence is perfect so nobody can criticize it.
Enter means taking one manageable step into a situation you normally avoid.
Not giving a speech to 5,000 people tomorrow.
No, it could mean asking one question, sharing one unfinished idea, making one short phone call, or beginning one conversation.
What can you say when your idea is not complete?
Use the phrase, my first thought is.
That tells people the idea is still developing.
You can say, my first thought is, we may need more time.
Let's practice it.
Imagine you are in a meeting. You have an idea, but you are still thinking about it. What could you say?
My first thought is, we may need more time.
Again.
My first thought is, we may need more time.
You are participating without pretending to have the final answer.
That is different from saying, sorry, this may be a stupid idea.
Yes, that sentence weakens the idea before anyone has heard it.
The idea enters the room carrying an apology.
A clearer opening is simply, my first thought is.
Or, I have one concern.
You are allowed to contribute what you currently know.
Enter also applies to social situations.
You went to a professional event recently, didn't you?
Yes, I knew only one person.
Did you stay beside that person the entire evening?
I tried.
What happened?
They had to speak to someone else. Suddenly, I was standing near a table, holding a drink, and pretending to study the room.
The table must have felt socially supportive.
It never asked me a difficult question.
What were you waiting for?
Someone confident to come and talk to me.
Did anyone come?
Not immediately. Then I noticed several other people standing alone and looking around.
Everyone waiting for everyone else.
Exactly. I thought, maybe they are uncomfortable too.
So what did you do?
I walked over to a woman near the window and said, Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Alex.
Simple.
Very simple. She smiled and introduced herself.
What did you ask next?
How do you know the host?
And the conversation started.
A few minutes later, she said, I'm glad you came over. I was hoping someone would talk to me first.
One small action helped two nervous people.
I had been waiting to feel confident before approaching someone.
But the action came first.
Then confidence caught up.
Small talk becomes harder when you believe you must be endlessly interesting.
But you usually need only simple curiosity.
3 useful openings are.
I don't think we've met. I'm Alex.
How do you know the host?
And what brought you here today?
Let's try a short role play.
Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Alex.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sarah.
Have you been to one of these events before?
No, this is my first one.
Mine too. What brought you here today?
I'm interested in meeting people who work in education.
The conversation is moving.
No perfect opening.
No amazing story.
Just one honest first sentence.
And if the other person gives very short answers,
Try one follow-up question. If they still seem uninterested, end politely.
it was nice meeting you.
Entering a conversation does not mean forcing it.
It means giving connection a chance.
When you enter one uncomfortable situation, you create the second E.
Evidence.
Evidence is proof from your own actions.
Why does that matter?
Because your mind often remembers mistakes more loudly than progress.
That is true. I remember every strange sentence I have ever produced.
But you may forget the times you corrected yourself, asked a useful question, or continued after feeling nervous.
So after my meeting, the evidence was not only I answered the wrong question.
The complete evidence was, I noticed the misunderstanding, asked for the question again, and continued.
That changes the story.
Exactly. Your voice may falter, but you can continue.
Falter means to lose steadiness for a short moment, right?
Yes, your voice, confidence, or focus can falter. It does not mean the whole attempt failed.
It means you shook a little.
And then continued.
Let's practice that sentence.
My voice faltered, but I continued.
Again.
My voice faltered, but I continued.
The first half describes the difficulty.
The second half becomes evidence.
How can listeners collect evidence?
At the end of the day, complete one sentence. Today I showed confidence when...
Today I showed confidence when I asked for clarification.
Today I showed confidence when I corrected my sentence.
Today I showed confidence when I joined the discussion.
The action does not need to be dramatic.
Small actions are easier to repeat.
Repeated evidence slowly creates conviction.
Conviction sounds strong.
It means a deep, steady belief based on proof.
Not, I hope I can handle this.
More like, I have handled difficult moments before, and I can take another step.
Confidence built from evidence feels more stable.
Because it is connected to something you have actually done.
This also helps with comparison.
Yes, you may hear someone speaking with effortless pronunciation and beautifully organized ideas.
Then admiration becomes disappointment in yourself.
But you may not know how long they studied, how much they prepared, or whether their recording was edited.
Comparison is a confident storyteller with very poor research.
A fairer question is, what can I do now that used to be harder?
Maybe I still pause, but I can explain my ideas more clearly than I could 6 months ago.
That is evidence.
Maybe I still feel nervous on phone calls, but I no longer avoid every call.
That is evidence too.
Listeners, complete this sentence aloud. I can now...
You might say, I can now ask a simple question without translating every word first.
Or, I can now correct myself and continue.
Now say this sentence with us.
I can be learning and still speak with confidence.
Again.
I can be learning and still speak with confidence.
Progress becomes easier to trust when you can see the evidence.
Now we have entered the situation and collected proof.
The third E is edit.
Are you going to edit my Monday answer?
I would need to remove most of it.
Fair.
Edit means choosing language that is clearer, simpler, and more useful.
It does not mean preparing a perfect sentence before speaking.
No. It means changing the sentence when it is unnecessarily apologetic, confusing, or inaccurate.
For example,
instead of saying, sorry, this may be stupid, but I have a question, say, I have a question.
Cleaner.
Instead of saying, I just think maybe we could possibly check the schedule, say, I think we should check the schedule.
Clear without sounding aggressive.
Edit also helps when the wrong word comes out.
That happened to me recently. I wanted to say a decision was reasonable, but I chose a similar sounding word with a different meaning.
How did you know?
The other person's face changed into the universal expression of, I am trying to follow.
What did your brain suggest?
Pretend nothing happened.
Did that help?
For about 2 seconds. Then I realized I was protecting the wrong sentence instead of protecting the conversation.
So what did you say?
That's not quite what I meant. Let me say it another way.
That is one of our main phrases today.
Let me say that another way.
Listeners, say it with Alex.
Let me say that another way.
Then what did you say?
I used simpler language. I think the decision made sense in that situation.
And the other person understood.
Yes, no dramatic reaction. The wrong word did not even stay for coffee.
A mistake can become a short repair.
Native speakers repair sentences too.
They say things like, actually, let me put that differently, or, that's not quite what I meant.
I think learners sometimes make the repair too large.
Yes, they stop the conversation and begin explaining the grammar mistake.
Or they hide one mistake with a longer and more complicated sentence.
Simpler is usually safer.
Let's practice. The listener looks confused after your explanation. What could you say?
That's not quite what I meant. Let me say it another way.
Then return to the main meaning.
What I mean is, the schedule can change.
A short repair protects the conversation.
Edit also helps when you do not understand another person.
Ah, the professional nod.
Tell us what happened.
I was on a remote work call. Someone explained a task quickly, and I understood about 60%.
What did you do?
I nodded.
On camera?
Serious face. Small movement. Deep confusion.
And when they asked, is everything clear?
I said yes.
Alex.
Everyone else looked calm. I thought one question would reveal that I was the only confused person.
Were you sure the others understood?
No, I was reading faces through tiny boxes on a screen. Very weak evidence.
What happened after the call?
I opened the document and found two possible meanings. I worked for 20 minutes and then realized I might waste 2 hours just to avoid one question.
That is expensive silence.
So I wrote, could you clarify one point? When you said the final version should be simplified, did you mean shorter or less technical?
How did they respond?
Good question. I meant less technical. Then 2 other people said they had been unsure too.
All of you calmly nodding together.
Exactly.
Our main clarification phrase is, could you walk me through that last part?
Could you walk me through that last part?
Say it again.
Could you walk me through that last part?
You can also identify 2 possible meanings.
When you say soon, do you mean today or tomorrow morning?
A specific question does not say, I understand nothing.
It shows exactly which part needs clarification.
Let's practice. The final instruction on a call is unclear. What could you say?
Could you walk me through that last part?
Sometimes the instruction is clear, but you do not know how to begin.
Then you can say, could you show me the first step?
That question is specific and honest.
It helps you begin instead of pretending you already know.
Edit also means describing reality instead of saying yes automatically.
A few weeks ago, I received 2 large work requests near the end of the day.
Could you finish both by the next morning?
Not well. I could rush both, or finish one properly.
What did you first type?
Sure, no problem.
Of course.
I had not sent it yet.
Good.
I looked at my schedule and realized I was about to promise more than I could realistically do.
So what did you write instead?
I can finish one part today. The second will need more time.
That is another core phrase.
I can finish one part today. The second will need more time.
Listeners, say it with Alex.
I can finish one part today. The second will need more time.
How did the person respond?
They asked me to complete the first item and said the second could wait.
Your clear limit helped both of you.
I had assumed I needed to prove I could handle everything.
But the stronger response was to describe the situation honestly.
You do not have to choose between agreeing to everything and refusing everything.
You can offer what you can genuinely give.
Imagine your manager asks for 2 large tasks today. What could you say?
I can finish one part today. The second will need more time.
Your words now match reality.
Which means you do not have to manage 2 lives.
The life where you say yes.
And the life where you secretly panic about all the deadlines.
Clear language reduces that pressure.
We have enter, evidence, and edit.
Now we need embody.
This is the part where my shoulders discover they are touching my ears.
Embody means noticing what your body is doing and giving it a steadier signal.
What can we do?
Place both feet on the floor. Relax your shoulders. Take one slow breath. Pause before answering.
And speak slightly more slowly than panic wants us to speak.
These actions help create composure.
Composure means calm control under pressure.
You can still feel nervous. You are simply choosing not to let nervousness control every action.
So my heart can be nervous without becoming the meeting manager.
Exactly.
Let's practice physically.
Listeners, place both feet on the floor.
Relax your shoulders.
Take one slow breath.
Now say this sentence without rushing. Give me a moment to think about that.
Again.
Give me a moment to think about that.
A pause can communicate, I am allowed to think.
And a slower pace gives your words space.
Embody becomes especially useful when your mind goes blank.
That happened to you during a discussion.
Yes. I started explaining an idea, and suddenly I could not remember where the sentence was going.
One missing word?
The entire direction.
The train of thought left the station.
And apparently my vocabulary was on board.
How long were you silent?
Probably 2 or 3 seconds. Inside my mind, it felt much longer.
What were you telling yourself?
You started this sentence. You must finish it perfectly.
That adds more pressure.
The harder I searched, the further away the sentence felt.
What did you finally do?
I put both feet on the floor, took one breath, and said, "Give me a second. I lost my train of thought."
That is another important phrase.
Give me a second. I lost my train of thought.
Say it again.
Give me a second. I lost my train of thought.
What happened after you admitted it?
Nothing terrible. One person smiled. Another person nodded.
Because everyone has experienced it.
Then I said, "Let me begin that sentence again. The main point is this. We need a simpler plan."
Did the idea come back?
Yes, but in a shorter form.
Was the shorter form enough?
It was clearer than the original.
The pause did not destroy your confidence.
It helped me recover the main idea.
Let's practice the full recovery.
Your mind goes blank in the middle of a sentence. What could you say?
Give me a second, I lost my train of thought.
Then restart.
Let me begin that sentence again.
Then return to the essential point.
The main point is this.
If one specific word disappears, use a simpler word or explain the meaning.
If you forget appointment, say, the time I arranged to meet the doctor.
It may not sound elegant,
But it communicates.
Communication first. The perfect word can arrive later.
Embody also helps during disagreement.
You had a difficult moment at work, didn't you?
Yes, I shared an idea I had prepared carefully, and someone said, I don't think that will work.
What did you hear inside your mind?
Not the actual sentence.
What did you hear?
Your idea is terrible. You should never speak again.
That is a much larger message.
The person questioned one idea, but my mind turned it into a rejection of me.
Did you become defensive?
Immediately, I began explaining every detail at once. My shoulders became tense, I spoke faster, and I stopped listening.
What changed the moment?
I noticed my body. I slowed down, took one breath, and asked, which part concerns you most?
That is our 7th core phrase.
Which part concerns you most?
Say it again.
Which part concerns you most?
What did the person say?
They liked the main idea, but were worried about the timing.
So they were not rejecting everything.
No, they had one practical concern.
Your question turned a personal conflict into a specific problem.
Then I said, I see your point. What if we test the idea on a smaller scale?
You remained part of the discussion.
I did not need to win immediately. I needed to understand.
Let's practice. Someone says your idea will not work. What could you ask?
Which part concerns you most?
Good. If you need time before giving an opinion, you can simply say, "Let me think about that."
A calm pause can be more useful than a defensive answer. Now we have one final E.
Exit.
Exit means leaving the mental replay after you have learned what you need.
This is difficult for me. The meeting may end, but my mind schedules another meeting about the meeting.
That mental loop is called rumination.
Rumination means repeatedly thinking about the same mistake or worry without moving toward a solution.
Reflection asks, what can I learn?
Rumination says, let's replay the embarrassing moment again.
What did you think after the meeting?
You always do this. Everyone probably thinks you are incompetent.
One mistake became a permanent identity.
Yes, I stopped describing the event and started judging myself.
Exit uses two questions.
What is the lesson?
And what is the next action?
The lesson was to listen to the complete question before answering.
The next action was to practice a recovery phrase.
I may have misunderstood the question. Could you ask it again?
After you find the lesson and the next action, repeating the same scene adds nothing useful.
The embarrassment may still be present.
But you stop feeding it.
This is where the word yet can help.
I am not confident in meetings. Sounds final.
I am not confident in meetings yet. Sounds like a skill under development.
I cannot speak calmly yet.
I am not comfortable asking questions yet.
I do not handle criticism well yet.
The word does not solve everything.
But it keeps the door open.
Let's practice.
I am not confident in this situation yet.
Again.
I am not confident in this situation yet.
Then add a next action.
I am not confident in meetings yet, so I will ask one question this week.
I am not comfortable with phone calls yet, so I will practice one short call.
Exit also requires believing that you can withstand an uncomfortable moment.
Withstand means to remain steady through pressure or difficulty.
You may feel shaken without abandoning yourself.
Like a tree moving in strong wind but staying rooted.
Listeners, say this sentence slowly.
I can withstand an awkward moment.
Again.
I can withstand an awkward moment.
That means, if I forget a word, I can recover.
If someone questions my idea, I can listen.
If the conversation becomes awkward, I can stay present.
Enter, evidence, edit, embody, exit.
Now let's review the 7 main phrases before the final test.
I may have misunderstood the question. Could you ask it again?
My first thought is,
Let me say that another way.
give me a second. I lost my train of thought.
Could you walk me through that last part?
I can finish one part today. The second will need more time.
And which part concerns you most?
7 phrases for 7 common moments.
Now let's test 6 of them.
I will give the situation answer before Alex does.
Ready.
You realize that you answered a different question.
I may have misunderstood the question. Could you ask it again?
Your idea is still developing.
My first thought is that we may need more time.
The listener looks confused after your explanation.
That's not quite what I meant. Let me say it another way.
Your mind goes blank.
Give me a second. I lost my train of thought.
The instruction is unclear.
Could you walk me through that last part?
You cannot realistically complete both tasks today.
I can finish one part today. The second will need more time.
Good. Now 3 vocabulary questions.
Your voice loses steadiness for a short moment. You stay calm and controlled under pressure.
Composure.
You repeatedly replay the same negative moment without learning anything new.
Rumination.
Choose the situation that appears most often in your life.
Then choose one phrase and say it aloud now.
One honest sentence can change the direction of a conversation.
And one honest action can become evidence. Alex, it is time for your 5-second meeting test.
I knew Monday would return.
Your manager asks about the client report. You answer about the presentation. You notice the silence. What do you do?
First, I stop speaking.
Good.
I put both feet on the floor and take one breath.
Embody.
Then I say, I may have misunderstood the question. Could you ask it again?
Edit.
I listen to the complete question, then re-enter the conversation with the correct answer.
Enter.
After the meeting, I remind myself, I noticed the mistake and corrected it.
Evidence.
Then I ask, what is the lesson and what is the next action? After that, I stop producing the documentary.
Exit.
5 steps. No extra details about Monday.
Even with everyone looking at you?
Especially then, one honest correction is cheaper than 10 confident minutes in the wrong direction.
I'm keeping that line.
Was that a compliment or a question?
A compliment.
I was checking.
You may never answer quickly again.
Accurate first, speed later.
Progress over perfection. Today, we practiced entering before everything feels perfect.
Collecting evidence from small actions.
Editing unclear or shrinking language.
Using composure when pressure appears.
And leaving rumination after learning the lesson.
You do not need to become the loudest person in the room.
You need a few reliable phrases and the courage to use them.
Here is your challenge. Choose one phrase from today's episode.
Use it in a real situation within the next 24 hours.
Ask one question, repair one sentence, clarify one instruction, or state one realistic limit.
Then write the exact sentence you used in the comments.
Tell us what happened, not only what you plan to do.
That action becomes evidence.
And evidence builds conviction.
If you enjoyed practicing with us today, subscribe to English Life channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new English lesson.
And tell us in the comments which confidence phrase you are going to use first.
Keep listening, keep speaking, and remember, progress over perfection.
Take care of your English.
And take care of your confidence.
We'll practice with you again in the next episode.